making their mark so far on the competitive scene, we can say.
It's true. You know, maybe they've been able to do a lot of scrims at the start of this year, perhaps, putting a lot of time practicing with each other. And, you know, this could potentially be a very strong new debut for themselves as a squad and come out swinging. But this is going to be the big decider for them. Like you're saying, coming up against PSG Quest as your opening game for the qualifiers is not easy at all. So they've got a lot to prove here to see whether they can actually keep themselves in the upper bracket.
They did beat a team called High Nini in the qualifiers. High Nini played against Quest in, I believe, Dream League 22. Quest destroyed them in like 35 minutes. So we know Gamax should be able to put up a little bit more of a challenge. It's just how much more. As five-man smoke, who's going to break it on who? Looks like both teams spotting each other right now.
You do. Actually, a couple of people hanging around there for Gamax. They don't want to try and take this fight still. Malik at the front. He's the one who can take a lot of damage. Illuminate comes through, plus the Bloodblade, everything else. It looks like the Beastmaster will fall. The question is, who can Quest kill himself? So the Gato will be the casualty. At the same time, Kaori also dropping down. Now they're focused on towards Shadowless. Killing the Faceless Void's going to be pretty damn big. And they will take him down, but it's going to cost them another life on towards Amar. And now Zigzag. Can he zigzag his way out of this one? No, he cannot. And it is going to be a 3-for-3 exchange there. Double kill for TO2000, but it was First Blood that went the way of the techies as well. So,
yeah,
I don't know, very chaotic.
I mean, I love that some of them are starting off with half their levels already. Look at TA2000 already. He's halfway to level 2 already. And you can see Noob, he's standing there because towers have more attack range than vision, which means that if you walk there, then there's an observer ward if it hits you. But overall, a nice start here for Gamax just because they got first. But overall, slightly even, I'd say.
Yeah, pretty even. I'm sure they would have loved some more of that money to go in the hands of their cores, but it was the techies that got a vast majority of it. But hey, you know, that's instant boots if he wants it. Actually, no, he just went and bought out a bracer. He just wants more strength, more stats.
I think that's fine. You know, even we can see Brewmaster wants some bracer as well because they're worried of the harass that they're going to go top lane. It's Wind Ranger and Enchantress. You are going to be like taking a lot of right clicks.
That is true. Every little helps.
Yes, it's 1.25 health region. Like that does add up. And you can see like Ticky's, he's got, well, I was gonna say he's got 10, but like 6 of that's from a tango.
Right, Tango's generally a little bit more impactful when it comes to healing up, not gonna lie. But how do you think this mid lane's gonna go down? Obviously, you know, the Cottle's gonna be able to free farm, but do you think Noob's still gonna be A-okay? Just dodging out these constant Illuminate spams?
If you could cover their names, I'd be like, I think it'll go pretty damn well for the Cottle. But because I know Noob is on the Tangolier, you know, to be like a wash, it'll be fairly even. Maybe the Cottle will come out ahead, but not as much as he should be. So I favor the Cottle mid over the Pango. But Pango is one of the few people who can at least stand toe to toe. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not zoned out immediately like someone like an Ember Spirit would be.
That's very true. I'm talking about getting zoned out. Anku is constantly being harassed at this top lane. Every single time he steps close, there's constant hits from TO2000 and Kaori. Zigzag's trying to do his best here to chuck out a bit of harassment on his own. But even still, feels very uneasy for the Brewmaster indeed. Meanwhile, how is this bot lane going so far? Shadowless 7-1 against the 8-1 there of Malik. So pretty even so far. But once there's a couple of points on towards the old boar, it's going to be a bit more difficult for the Faceless Void.
And Faceless Void hates this poking harass that comes out. You know, it's like the boars hit you. You want pure like a lot of raw damage in 1 second, then you can just time walk away. But this damage over time is very annoying. Oh no, Omar
in the ghetto, in danger. So is Omar. Does Shadowless get lucky with Bash? Actually, hasn't leveled it up, so maybe Omar's gonna be able to just walk himself away from that one, and he will. They have to go for the time walk away. The Hawk being such a nuisance for these constant dive bombs coming on through. Again, it's hitting kind of the wrong target. Instead of getting ranged, one more stun on towards the Venge. Actually turns around, trying to maybe set up some sort of counterplay. And unfortunately for himself, it still ends up being Malik getting a kill.
Now I got to also lose his life in that situation. So nice move here by Quest as top lane. You know, they I just thinking about Enchant. Enchant does damage over time. That is pretty insane. Actually does decent amount of damage. 100 level 1. It's one of the reasons why Anko has been not struggling, but not winning the lane for sure.
Yeah, he's still fighting CS. 11-0 so far isn't too bad. There is a 18-7 there on TO2000, so definitely getting a large amount of denies for the Wind Ranger. Fighting for the Lotus. TO2000 is able to pick it up. Just a lot of trade harassment going down. Anku getting pressured at the same time. Meanwhile, down at the bot lane, Nagato actually ends up losing his life. So a nice free kill once again getting picked up there from Malik. And that's actually with TP on cooldown, so this Venge is going to have to make a slow walk back to this lane. Actually, buys a smoke just to get the faster movement speed.
Oh, this is really tough. He's like, I gotta book it as soon as I can. Maybe you could have bought a Windlace, you know, but wait, yeah, he would have had enough gold for it. Either way, bottom lane complete disaster, and kind of what we expected just because the Beastmaster and the line can put out this nice consistent bit of damage. And Shadow and Timewalk early level, it's pretty low cooldown. What, 18 seconds at level 2? It's not easy. Just mana drain by itself is super annoying. It's like I either run out of mana really quickly, or you know, I just sit there and take a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's like you have to use your Time Walk to get out of range of the mana drain, but then that just uses more mana at the same time.
There you go.
It just keeps on stunning him, chucking out the drain. Yeah, this is so difficult. And you can see Shadowless has now bought a stick, but it's going to be a fair amount of time before that gets out here.
And
he's definitely going to have some mana problems.
Everyone's like, oh, the Anko, yep, loses his life, and PSG Quest continue to be swinging very hard at them. Even then, like, one magic stick gives you what, 15 mana per charge. Mana drain even in 1 second drains 40. So it's like, and you have to time walk unless you want to cut it down in less than a second. So it's not fun no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's very true. Oh, Newport, nice little deny onto the flag bearer creep. He's having a perfect fine time. 28-7 right now. Spango's doing his job fantastically well so far. Happy.
And looks like this Void completely out of mana. And as you mentioned, Call's the only one on Gamax's side who's actually having a solid game. The other two cores only 14 CS to the 21 and 28 on the other side. So PSG Quest very firmly establishing this net worth advantage.
Yeah, they are super happy with how this is going so far. Even though it was a very chaotic start, you know, 6 kills before the horn even sounded, and they got first blood, but Gamax unfortunately haven't been able to keep pace with this aggression whatsoever. And yeah, with Shadowless completely out of his mana, he can't get anywhere near these creeps. Otherwise, he just risks dying every time.
Yeah, but he's got 1 CS in the last minute, basically. And Noob, he had a great position, making sure that he was right next to this triple stack for the mid lane.
Oh, nice use of the Rolling Thunder there, just to dodge the blast off that came on through. And now Zigzag stuck in a very awkward spot. Actually, Noob jumps up to the high ground there to disengage. Don't know if that was intentional or not, as Umar still will lose their life.
Alright, that was a little bit of showing off that they got punished. And now, if you are dual, you can actually go and take that stack that's there. So, that missing that swashbuckle and losing Omar, pretty hefty loss for PSG. And not only that, but line rotating means that if your face is Void, you're actually getting some breathing room. You know, he's actually going up there and it's like, okay, I can get some CS now.
That's true. Well, whilst all that was going on, Anku did actually lose his life as well at the top, and once again, he's just getting pressured. He's only level 3 right now, and the Enchantress is level 4. It feels pretty brutal. He's just going to get chased here by this Centaur, and we'll see if they're going to be able to cut him off, yeah, with the blood grenades. Eventually, oh, can he get the 2 bounties? Quickly! No! TA2000, he gets there just in time to snatch him in front of his face, and he still gets the kill. Pretty brutal. Meanwhile, down the Radiant jungle, Noob, just able to avoid the Illuminate, but takes a lot of damage still.
That almost cost him his life, but in the end, he's still fine. As you can see, PSG Quest, their core's doing really well. It's really just the Anko on the Brewmaster as well as Shadow on the face who are suffering. One nice thing you could say though is that you can see these cores early game, they're fairly, oh nice jump, fairly like gold independent. You know, their ultimates are good enough for Skyori. His ultimate's not going to be good enough here.
Yeah, he is a dead arena as he will go down. Nice free kill there for the old Cole, coming on in for that one. That's a good scan, you know, to scouts out that little attempt to the Wisdom still does not go their way, and a free kill is always nice.
It is. It's much needed. They need that to happen quite often right now. And there's Omar, almost level 5. Once he's level 6, that's going to be a bit scary for the faces when you show up with a finger. TH does. Going away just fine. Yeah,
he forced like 2 TPs there on towards Anku just by using the focus fire. And now that means they can make this dive onto Powerless in the bot lane. There's no other TP responses to help him out. This is just going to be a free kill onto the Faceless Void. Fantastic turn of events there for PSG Quest. Really nice stuff.
Interesting move by Shadow. Do you see his skill build? Only 1 point in the time walk, maxing out the time walk instead. So he's hoping for like complete chronos, maybe to farm creeps faster. Either way,
I have no idea. Not great. Meanwhile, yeah, they're just going to lose Zigzag and potentially the Cole Noob. With the body blocks, that secures it. But the supports actually get both the kills there, so Noob no credit for himself. And loses room, which feels kind of rough. But even still, yeah, it's just constant action coming out here from PSG Quest. And yeah, the skill build is definitely interesting from Shadowless. Maybe the whole idea is like, right, I'm never going to have mana for a time walk, so what's the point leveling it?
Yeah, but I mean, the mana cost doesn't increase, it's only 40, so it's like if you have, what, 3 charges on your magic stick, maybe more, it would have been fine. I don't know. It would have helped him in that previous situation, because he could have time walked a second time. Either way, yeah. It's a tough decision no matter what. It's like you said, maybe if he takes time walk, he doesn't even get any benefit. Whereas time lock, you get a good chrono, could add some damage for you.
It definitely could. And the damage is coming his way.
No time walk.
And he's actually just going to drop it. Chrono purely defensive, but unfortunately it makes no difference. He's still just going to die. Oh no. Oh dear me.
And they recognize, they're like, just go for the Faceless Void. Brewmaster is getting close to that 6. If he splits that, it's going to be a problem. But like Faceless Void, like, yeah, he's just an easy kill. Brewmaster does want to go first item Radiance. Alright. Over or under 20 minutes?
I feel like he's having a rough time, but it... Oh, actually, no. I just looked at his net worth, and it's less than the techies. Okay, no. It's above 20 minutes. I'm gonna feel safe saying that.
Oh, poor Aiko, man. Yeah, he is not having fun at all this game, being forced by any sweats. If he can hit 6, things could change, though. You know, like, the brew split is it's a game winner if you can get it in the right situation.
It's true, yeah, because if like they try and go for a gank and TO2000 attempts to win run away, just tornado up into the air, wait a couple of seconds, drop him back down, that could be a free kill. Meanwhile, speaking of free kills, maybe. There's the Cole stuck in an awkward spot, but yeah, Noob can't get the full lockdown. Oh, he jumps into an awkward spot, goes for the immediate TP. Ooh, the blast off, milliseconds away from connecting. That could have been huge there for Gamax.
Did Nagato not have his stun? Because he could have thrown it halfway through this, like as the TP was ending, and you know that it would have persisted. But I think he had it. That's interesting to see, but you know, he knows the hero, he knows the game better than I do by far. But in that situation, it might have been worth it to throw it anyway. Yeah,
it's kind of awkward how like stuns go over Magic Community, you know, kind of thing. It's an interesting change.
No, it's not interesting. It's a good change. Because before this, those animal cores would turn on BKB, and when we read sports, we'd look at them. You know, that's all we can do. Now we can be like, oh, your BKB is running out 2 seconds. I have a 3-second stun. And, you know, that's nice. That adds a lot of strategic element to the game. I like it.
It's true. Noob in a very aggressive spot right now. 3 heroes around him. He's just going to walk himself away. They do actually have high ground vision there, which maybe they might try and play around. I'm going to get it though. They all just fall off. But at the same time, you know, this is just constant progression here for the side of PSG Quest. 8,000 gold lead, 11 minutes in. They are just sitting so pretty here in this game. And it looks like Gamax are going to attempt some sort of play up towards the top side of the map and get a kill on towards this Wind Ranger. But actually, the Coles has shown himself. So this move has, you know, just been telegraphed entirely here for the side of PSG Quest. Do they try and defend though?
No, see, Gamax, they're alpha males. They want them to see them coming. You know, it's like, I want them to know we're gonna be there to kick their asses. As PSG Quest, they're just kind of farming all over the map. Very deep move by Malik. And even the mid lane, like this is the supports. Sorry, Omar Noob. Like they feel fine playing super aggressively, knowing that Gamax is really behind.
Yeah, really behind. Like a million miles behind it feels at this point. And there's a little smoke here. Still hanging around this triangle, but nobody is coming nearby here for the side of Gamax. It's just way too risky. No vision for themselves. Maybe they get the backstab right now. As like Zigzag and Nagato both are just like AFK behind the Brewmaster, trying to keep him alive. Looks like Zigzag will end up getting caught. Actually, maybe trying to go for a play on towards Omar off to the side. Blast off, not going to land, but even still, the right click follows him to the grave. And it's just another free kill for Curry anyway. Now 10,000 gold ahead.
You need this level 6 argument. You need, okay, you know what the honest thing is? Gamax needs a whole lot of things to happen, and the roll is getting time. Oh, so close.
Yeah, he took a little bit too long to start casting it, although with the call here, they're going to try and get this kill towards Omar. They actually get the start, the immediate finger turnaround. Shadowless just gets blown up before he can do anything. Still get the kill to the cow, and Zigzag completes his TP, but unfortunately there's a focus fire immediately on top of him. And the disarm not really making too much difference. He will still die. And Malik, he's coming for the backstab as well. No escape for the call. It's an ultra kill for Noob. And what a massive fight for PSG Quest.
And he plays so well, canceling the roll just to get that last hit on the Brewmaster, brings him down, and the face of Chalice, he shows up, he's like, alright guys, let me show you my combo. He jumps in, immediately gets controlled. Oh dear. I mean, are we even gonna see a Chrono or a Brew split at this rate? Because we're entering the death mark.
We saw one Chrono.
Oh, that's true. Well, that doesn't count. That was not a Chrono.
Yeah, it was a skill. It nearly did something, but it unfortunately didn't. But even still, yeah, this is looking very, very bleak here for Gamax indeed. Like, the Enchantress has now actually overtaken Shadowless in terms of farm. So everybody's falling behind, trying to battle for this 14-minute Wisdom Rune, which they will be able to grab. Maybe they can also get a kill here on towards Kaori, bringing a lot of heroes on over. Takes a bit of time and brute force, but they are able to bring down Bambi. It's a bit of extra gold.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, you get a 900 gold kill, which gives you some experience and a wisdom rune on top of it. So, bit of breathing room for Gamax. But again, it's a drop in the bucket, and you need to do that. You need a fountain right now. You don't need drops of this. You need like to kill TA 2003 times to sort of even this up.
Yeah, he's just. I was gonna say he's just not offering that opportunity at all. Just. No way has he ever been put himself into a position where he could get caught out. He would just, you know, happily do whatever the hell he wants. And what's he got next? BKB also queued up. So as soon as he has that online, it feels like the ways to kill him are basically Chrono and a lot of right clicks.
There's and hope that he doesn't use Wind Walk before or Wind Run before you Chrono him, because then you just screw no matter what. Oh dear, poor Apollo. That's nice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Macao is there, you know, the whole purpose of the Pulse 5 Venge. To throw your life down the drain to save your cause, and he does manage to keep him alive, so job well done there.
Yep, it is nice. However, it's a nice thing out of a bad situation, you know what I mean? You're still losing a bit more map control. You can see PSG Quest, I don't think they've been on their side of the map for a while. Like, I've seen them all playing on the Radiant side. We have 2 bounty ruins on their side, so they haven't been there for at least 3 minutes. That's how long they've been there. My face is void.
Yeah, Shadowless is dead. Gets picked off. Also looks like Noob at top has found Dual Rays. The Cole, though, so damn speedy, but not fast enough, as he too will go down. But yeah, that's the 2 main cores for Gamax gone. Tier 2 falling, and PSG Quest, they're just going to send a high ground. They've got all this rally damage. They've got a catapult as well. This tower will not last long.
No, look at the amount of creeps. Holy moly. They do have a glyph on the Radiant side Gamax. They're finally using it here. And the Dire's like, yeah, we'll use ours as well. You know, we'll trade for you. But honestly, it's not going to amount to much, as they still manage to clear out the wave.
Yeah, we'll put a halt to this push for now.
Oh.
But just the fact that they were feeling that confident to go high ground this early on anyway is definitely not a good sign for Gamax at all. There's now 15,000k gold behind, and what's the win probability sitting at? I imagine very, very favoured towards PSG Quest.
5. Yeah, good percentage. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, or is he? Swap is going to be there. Try to keep him alive. Good jump in from Zigzag there. Holds the ball back. They take a ton of damage. Got an Acorn creep chasing after him, but never mind. One swashbuckle from Noob will get the kill regardless.
There is just,
that was close.
If you're Gamax, you have to think like send the face void one lane, send the call another lane, try to push them out, because you've got to be able to open up these lanes a little bit so you can get some resources, force the enemy to stop like sticking together. Because if you're stuck together, you take a 5-on-5, you're losing every time. If you land a 5-man chrono with an illuminate on top of it, it's still not enough. So you have to be able to open up the map. The best way to do that is by sending one person each lane. But the problem is that like the Techies and the Venge. Techies is okay, but Venge is like a shitty split pusher.
Yeah, it literally brings nothing to the table in that regard. It does just kind of feel like they're a swap save bot at this stage in the game. And I'm kind of surprised he isn't just glued to Shadowless right now. You know, just endlessly follow him around trying to save him. Him or Dual Rays. Like, feels like the priority targets. I
think if you're called, you should be okay. You know, it's pretty hard to catch him. You can always just use your ulti, illuminate, and walk away. He's got boost of charge. It's fine. And this is a nice use of the first Brewmaster split. It's just go and do some damage. The Earth Panda does bonus. It has Demolish. So you do a lot of damage to these buildings. What time is gonna fall? They have to about until the 23-minute mark for Gamax, where they have to face off against a 5 versus 6 engagement.
Yep.
Ooh,
So that's a free grab. Oh,
and the Overlord on the Beastmaster. Dead zigzag or not?
throwing away, but unfortunately Noob is just going to continue chasing after him. His swashbuckle land, it's a kill, only just tickles him on the side. But actually Noob, he does not want to let this techies get away.
Yeah,
He's going to die for this one. Manages to find it there with the blink dagger forwards, trying to hide around the little cliff there, but instead they got the lockdown onto Anku, and that's a much higher priority kill. They take down the Brewmaster, also finding Nagato as well. And it's actually Omar who gets the double kill. Power of the line.
I love what they did, by the way. They made them think they're going to go for zigzag, and Nagato was like, "I'll swap you to give you the shield and save you." Then when he's far enough, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just kill the Brewmaster instead." So just a great move by PSG Quest in that situation. They might go
and
more here.
another solid move. Just casually find him. Although here comes Shadowless with the 3-man crony right now, but the techies walks into it as well. Gets shackled, so he's gonna get locked down. Can they at least kill Omar? They can't, man. The Lion is just invincible. Well, he will actually tick out to the dot at the very least. That's something. But TA2000 just casually diving into the base as well. They kill off Nagao. Everybody is dead. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Gamax is feeling the point to just hit the GG call, because this is so demoralizing for themselves.
I mean, when you see your carry throw a chrono on the enemy line, one of the most squishy heroes in the game, well, maybe not right now, but it's quite a squishy hero. He doesn't kill him, you're like, alright guys, let's just call it. I opened the light because I like to cast in the dark, and I'm like, we're going to go on camp pretty soon. But we'll see. There's no chrono, there's no brew split. We'll see if PSG Quest even wants to go back, but nice jump.
3-man blast off. They're going for this one right now. Raw just gets chucked on towards the Faceless Void, holds it back as Zigzag will lose his life. And after all that, there's a valiant attempt there for the techies, but not enough of a follow-up. The Noob just fake pumping the Rolling Thunder, just like, are you guys actually going to take a fight? I don't think you are. And it's going to be probably the melee barracks going down as well, unless somehow Gamax can make a crazy hold here.
By the way, this mana burn from the Diffusal on Noob has been insane for them this entire game. Like every time he just swashbuckles, you see everyone go down to like half mana or no mana. And, I'll jump in, why not? Look at his mana!
Yeah. He just gets absolutely shredded, man. Noob as well, still rolling deep inside the enemy base. Gets all the way by the fountain, but he's just fine, he doesn't care. Actually just picked up an axe as well for his efforts, why not?
What do you call it when you go to someone else's house and you buy things from them? You know, he just goes into the enemy fountain, picks up the items, rolls out. It's like, why do I need to do anything?
Easy gaming.
Gamax? I'm trying to think of what exactly you can do. The use of the Brew ultimate to split push lanes is actually pretty smart. But, this is 100%. Alright, Lord Gaben has spoken. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
That's it. Log off.
Someone tell
Close
him.
the stream. Yep. I don't know. I mean, considering the fact that Kaori's net worth is, not too far behind the Cottles as well, is another very telling part of this story about how much Gamax have been shut down here in this game.
See the bounty ruins on the dire side. Look how many bounty ruins they have there. This is how aggressive. Oh well, who cares? Anko's dead. Yeah, they got 4 bounty ruins on PSG Quest this side because they don't play there. No, that's the dire bounty.
Yeah. If they were ever to go over to that side of the map, that means there's way too much space for Gamax to play with. They're just not going to give them the opportunity whatsoever. I mean, there's not even a melee barracks here in the mid lane, but they're still just constantly running through, killing people willy-nilly. They don't care. They're just having fun right now. Now going to focus on this top tier 3. Focus Fire's also hit just to help accelerate the man. There is a glyph available for Gamax, but what's that really going to do? Yeah.
Well, they have Brewmaster coming up in a few seconds. They smoke up. Alright, they want to go for something here. This could be the play. This could be the moment.
Let's see if they're going to get lucky or not. As there's actually been a smoke as well from PSG Quest. Maybe going to try and put themselves into a good spot. Although Kaori, the Impetus strikes raining on in. Zigzag gets eviscerated from the Impetus strikes. How disgusting.
Solo kill. Well done, well done. They still lose their axe, so the smoke amounts to nothing. But Aegis will be timing out in about 20 seconds. This could be the opening for Gamax. We've been saying that like 6 times, but you gotta wait for some advantage, and Aegis Expand is one of them.
if they wait for the ages to expire, they might just be playing up against Megas, it feels. Although, Noob just casually rolls into the trees, finds the casual faces point, even predicts the swap there from Nagato. What heads-up play there from the Pangolier, just causing so much havoc and control on the side of Gamax that their hopes and dreams of this game number 1 feels over. And yes, it is, as GG is called. And PSG Quest, man, they just slaughter them in this game number 1.
We kind of entered this thinking, yeah, this is going to be PSG favored by quite a bit. You know, we saw Gamax not struggle, but barely beat teams that PSG has